I am fighting puncture vine. Could you please give me some advice on how to get rid of this horrible weed? We live on a 4-acre farm and have horses. I would be happy to get rid of it. It has been getting worse every year for the last 8 years. Thank you so much. And this is Ann from Chaparral, New Mexico.
Wow, getting worse.
Puncture vine.
Yes.
Right.
Very spiky.
Yes.
The seed pods of it. And they can actually get into the tires and hooves of some animals and the tires of your bicycles and things like that. So yeah, it is something that I would want to get rid of. You can't get rid of it by mowing because it is like a carpet on the ground. And you can't till it in because that'll just make it worse. So actually what they recommend is digging it up, but with a hoe. But for 4 acres, she can't do that.
It's gonna be tough.
She really needs to see if she can put some pre-emergent on it to not make it worse. And there's only certain, it's really tough. So only certain pre-emergents can be used for it. And then it's post-emergent time. But you need to get post-emergent. You need to get post-emergent on it when it's young in the spring.
Young and actively growing. Yeah, so a broadleaf weed herbicide would work. Anything that contains 2,4-D dicamba.
Yeah.
If you want to use glyphosate, read the label. Be careful with that. I'm not saying that you have to, but it is something that you can use. As far as a pre-emerge, trifluorine.
Yeah, that's right.
Is what you can use for that. Just read the label and follow that. But that's going to be a lot of work. It has the burr type, seeds, capsules. Those things can be pretty rough, especially if you have horses and livestock.
Yes.
So this is going to be a job.
It's going to be a lot to do. But you got to keep at it.
Yeah.
And just, pre-emergence and post-emergence. Post-emergence in early spring is going to be your best bet.
Early spring, again, when the puncture vine is young and actively growing. And something else too, she mentioned about, it gets worse every year. It's been getting worse every year for the last 8 years. Well, the seeds can remain dormant in the soil for like 4, 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why you don't want to keep it going because you're going to be fighting it for a while.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, subscribe. We have hundreds of family plot videos for you to view.